Hello, you're on Initiative Africa. My name is Asha. Welcome to this new edition of your weekly magazine featuring Africa on the move through smart innovations and initiatives that work. Let's get on with the show with our top stories today. We meet Simon Schwall, a young entrepreneur who co-founded OKO, aiming to provide innovative insurance solutions to African farmers. A Luxembourg-based startup that has settled in Mali and Uganda, guaranteeing harvests against climate risks, thus offering a valuable tool for stabilizing farmers' incomes.
It's an automatic insurance. Thanks to an analysis of weather satellite data, we decide whether there has been a lack of rain or an excess of rain to automatically compensate farmers at the end of the season, without their having to file a damage report.
Less watering, less pests, and more fresh fruits and vegetables. That's the promise of greenhouse cultivation in Somalia. Some vegetables were from Nairobi, but they are available now in Mogadishu. In our country, we can get the best fresh products that last for a very long time. Benin is standing up to climate change and flooding with an early warning system.
We often have floods with no warning. Our crops are destroyed and many children are killed.
As I mentioned earlier, our guest is one of those who do not sit idly by in the face of climate change. A graduate of the French business school HEC and destined for a successful career in large companies, Simon Schwall preferred to focus on the farmers of the Sahel. His company OKO guarantees their crops against the risk of drought and flooding. Innovative and efficient farmers fancy, among others, the speed of treatment of information thanks to analysis of satellite data and simplified payments by mobile. He spoke to our reporter, Untitled. Hello, Simon Schwall. You are the managing director and co-founder of OKO, an Israeli startup created in 2018 and based in Mali. You offer a new kind of insurance to small farmers in the Sahel that guarantees their harvests. Tell us about what this insurance consists of and what is new about it.
The first innovation is that it's an automatic insurance. Thanks to an analysis of weather satellite data, we decide whether there has been a lack of rain or an excess of rain to automatically compensate farmers at the end of the season, without their having to file a damage report. The second new factor is distribution. The insurance products are available on their mobiles, meaning the farmers do not need an internet connection. It's available on any phone, thanks to the integration of mobile payment technologies, in particular Orange Money, and is therefore available to all telephone owners in Mali.
How did this idea come from?
The idea didn't just hit me one day as a eureka moment, sorry to disappoint. It is rather the result of my career and what I have learnt during my career. I was exposed early on to mobile payment technologies, to mobile money, thanks to an internship at HEC after my studies. And then I developed an interest in this technology, especially for the impact it can have for users. And when I had the opportunity, I joined a startup that was launching a micro-insurance service in Papua New Guinea. I signed up, and it was a great success. I worked for them for 4 years in Papua New Guinea, in Fiji, Egypt, Senegal, and throughout that experience I saw the reality of our clients' lives, and in particular the fact that most of them make most or all of their income from agriculture, and in the event of a bad season they lose all that income. I realized there was a real need that was not being met. I therefore decided to set up OKO Insurance to meet this need using the same microinsurance distribution system used for life and health insurance, but this time adapting it to agricultural insurance to cover these risks.
How can you offer costs that are affordable for these small operators?
Yes, the smallholders cannot afford an insurance premium like you would see with traditional insurance. That's the big challenge for OKO, to reduce insurance costs, and for that we must work on our own expenses. So, again, there are two main components. The first is product design. We use meteorological satellite data for the last 25, 35 years. The data, which are in the public domain, can be used, but which must be first analyzed to be able to define what rain is expected and what level of rain will trigger the payment of compensation. By using this data, rather than sending someone on the ground to estimate the damage, we save on administrative costs, and it therefore allows us to reduce the cost of insurance. So it's partly the distribution of insurance. We don't have a series of agencies throughout the country. And it's also the use of a network of agents equipped with smartphones who can visit and instruct the farmers at their cooperatives and register them. Therefore, it's a more flexible means of distribution that doesn't require collecting paperwork or cash, since everything is paid for in mobile money. As a result, we've optimized the creation, the operation, and the distribution of insurance products.
With this type of insurance, you rely on new technologies, in particular analyzing satellite data. Can you explain how all of this works?
Two things. First, we analyze the meteorological data, in particular the history of rainfall over the last 25 years, and then in parallel, the yield data over this same period. This allows us to find the link between, for example, a lack of rain and a drop in harvests or productivity. By using these comparisons, we can establish the thresholds for each municipality in Mali, and for each crop, maize, millet, sorghum, and so on. The thresholds will later trigger the indemnity of the insurance product. It's data we recover from satellite operators, but which are in the public domain, and which were not available 10 or 20 years ago. But today, since we have this information, it gives us the probabilities needed to create an insurance product that will be covered by the reinsurers, who are fully aware of the risks.